Oh, hello everybody. Welcome to my backyard. We had a great day yesterday. My wife and I spent the night Tuesday, went up down to Virginia for a night to a restaurant there, a special restaurant that we like there, and we stay over for the day. We were able to get a late checkout at the hotel, have a workout at the hotel in the morning before we left. And my wife was able to do some schoolwork, have some meetings on Zoom while we were there. So it all worked out well. In other words, we had some time away, but also had to take care of some things for work and things. But please continue to pray for our school as we go through some transitions, a little bit of changes here and there, but that's typical almost every year through a school. So we'll be preparing for that, and I'm preparing for our Father's Day, of course, coming up. Celebrations in a couple weeks at church for the Independence Day celebration, 250th celebration of our nation's birth. We've been through a lot as a nation, a lot of ups and downs, and some strife even now in our societies today. But yet God is still good, and He is still able to fix the wounds in our country as we admit our faults, and as we do our best to heal those wounds. They don't just heal on their own. So we have to examine our lives and how we can be empathetic to those who have been hurt, how we can do our best to make everyone feel equal in this world, despite our ethnicities, cultures, ages, sizes, even choices in life. We still need to love one another, and that's a challenge for us, even as believers. But today I want to talk about a winning attitude, if you would. Confidence, working with confidence, playing with confidence. No, I know we can't win every game, we can't win every situation, but with Christ we should have the confidence to go into a battle knowing that He will get the victory eventually. And that's the thing. We want to win right now. We're right now society, a microwave society. And, it's my money and I want it now kind of thing. And we need to understand that it's always God's timing, and we need to trust God's timing with things. But He will get the victory eventually. The new T-shirt, I know there's a lot of controversy about the baseball players not wanting to wear the rainbow symbol on their hat for Pride Night, and putting, the Genesis verse about how God will never destroy the earth totally by flood again. And they've been told they can't do that, and there's just controversy about it. I applaud them for standing for their faith, but the thing is that we need to walk in confidence, at knowing that God will have His way, and that we need to love others to the cross, if you would. And there's a shirt that's out now, a lot of athletes wear, it says Jesus won, Jesus wins, and that's what we have to remember. He won on the cross. He won coming out of the grave. He wins today in our life, into society today. He wins, and eventually He will win. So He won, He's winning, and He will win eventually, and we need to keep trusting in that and walk with confidence in this world. So I want to talk from 1 Peter chapter 4, and from verse 16. It reads as follows: If you suffer for being a Christian, don't consider it a disgrace, but a privilege. Glorify God because you carry the Anointed One's name, for the time is ripe for judgment to begin in God's own household. And if it starts with us, what will it be for the fate of those who will refuse to obey the gospel of God? So what Peter is saying there is first, we believers need to examine ourselves first before we point out that sin, or that discrepancy in other people's eye, if you would. Look at the beam that's in front of us. Look at our own sin, and understand that we need to clean up our place. Jesus called the Pharisees. He told them they were whitewashed tombs. He said, your cup on the outside is clean, but the inside is dirty. Well, we need to examine ourselves before we look around the world and say, you did that, and you did that, and you need to stop that. We need to say, Lord, what am I doing? How can I change? How can I be more like You, so that people can see Christ in me and hear Christ in my words, see Christ in my actions? It's not as much as pointing out other people's faults as it is bringing out the goodness of God and the goodness of Jesus. Peter would say this in 1 Peter 5, verse 7. Pour out your worries and stress upon Him, and leave them there, for He always tenderly cares for you. Be well balanced and always alert, because your enemy, the devil, roams around incessantly like a roaring lion looking for its prey to devour. Take a decisive stand against him and resist his every attack with strong, vigorous faith. Okay? We need to make sure Satan doesn't attack us. We need to be wary of what he's doing to us rather than what's happening to other people as much. Make sure we have our defenses up. Make sure we have our full armor on. Make sure we are walking right with the Lord before we start pointing out everything else that's wrong in the world. And my wife will be quick to tell me, how much I focus on what's going wrong in the world, watching the news and this and watching the internet, things like that. And I have to really check myself. She's pointed this out to me several times. Focus on the good. Focus on what God is doing, not what the world is doing. And make sure I can represent what God is doing so others can see God in me. Okay? And then finally from Psalm 94, it says, whenever my busy thoughts were out of control, the soothing comfort of your presence calmed me down and overwhelmed me with delight. Is the world not getting us down? Our busy thoughts, what we see, what we hear, what we experience in the world, is that not getting us down? Well, allow the comfort of God's presence to calm us down, to soothe us, to bring us peace, so that we can have peace with God and have the peace of God in our hearts. Okay? So let's focus on what God is doing today. Let's focus on what He's doing in the world. Join Him at work, and Lord willing, we'll bring others to Christ because of the good we're doing, not because of what we're pointing out that they're doing wrong. God bless you all. Have a great day.